name is Riley Hobson, and I am attending NAU to study nutrition in the fall. Okay, sorry, I'm not too good at this stuff, but I'm grateful and blessed to have done basketball and track all 4 years of high school. And I do javelin and track, and I'm the point guard for basketball. So for Interact Club, we do this program called Crutches for Africa. And Crutches for Africa, we collect mobility devices for those in Kenya and Mexico that aren't able to have those mobility devices, and we retrieve them and fix them and hand them out. We have ambassadors, but being able to see those changes, how I'm able to impact others who are struggling, has shown me that I have more of an impact than you realize. There are people struggling in the world that need our help, and when you are able to have that help, you have that ability to help people that are struggling. It is character building for me to have insight on myself that I have that ability and I'm able to help those in need. So the teacher that I chose was Miss Anderson. She has been my school advisor and counselor, and I chose her because of her loving attitude and her willingness to always accompany me, even when she may have seemed busy or was trying to help other students in the school. She always made that extra effort and time to make sure I was helped and able to succeed in high school and further on. I want to thank you so much.
My name is Liberty Lockwood. I am a graduating senior this year, and I'm very excited to go to Rogers Beauty Academy after. I've always been creative. I'm excited. There's a lot of good things happening, and I don't know what else to say. In my freshman year and my sophomore year, I was on the girls' golf team, and I learned that sports wasn't really my thing. I'm not athletic, and you might think that golf doesn't require much athleticism, but for me it was too much. So my junior and senior year, I fell really heavy into the theatrical department here, and I've taken art all 4 years, my whole life actually. And it's always been a really big part. I love being creative. I love being able to express who I am and how I feel about things through my art. And I do that both on stage and in a 2D form. Some of my biggest accomplishments has definitely been getting through everything that I've had to face. I've lost quite a few friends, and I've put myself in bad situations, and it's always been hard for me to talk to peers. And I always found connection through the adults in my life, and a lot of them are teachers here. Miss Tomlin is one of my favorite people I've ever met in my life. When I think about the influence that Miss Tomlin had in my life, and if she wasn't in my life, I really don't think I'd be here anymore. I owe a lot of these people a lot of thank yous, because I was a sad, bitter, angry teenager, and they've helped me become the woman I am. And I genuinely do not think without Miss Tomlin, I'd be in the path that I'm going if I was even here. I want to say thank you to you, Miss Tomlin. I really do owe you a lot, and I don't think I could say anything to make up all of the things that you've done for me and all of the joy you've brought to my life. And I'm definitely never going to forget you, and my kids will know you one day. That's for sure. I love you, Miss Tomlin. Thank you so much.
I'm Peyton Munsinger. I'm a senior in high school here at PHS, and some things I really enjoy doing is doing photography, just not even in yearbook. I like how she lets me be able to take the camera and to go work on it on my own personal things. It helps me strengthen what I do. It's not just, oh, you have to go take photos of this anymore. No, you get to go and pay attention. All these moments are important. Let's go and try to get this from a different perspective. I enjoy mainly people. I know a lot of other people prefer like nature and stuff, but I prefer like getting people in the moment, like capturing that for them. Like I got to borrow the camera for like some photos of my little sister on her birthday. And I got some really amazing photos of my little siblings together just around my yard, and they turned out amazing. You know, I do a lot of photography for football. I have done it every single year in yearbook, and I have always tried my hardest in it. I will say this, from going in from a first year perspective from now, you go in not having a clue what to take photos of, not knowing what to try. And then now it's to the point where I use a huge massive lens in the class, and I can go up and the football players are right in front of me whenever I'm like on the sidelines, just standing in one place, just following the ball, looking for the most interesting shots that aren't just them throwing the ball or kicking it. My future plans, I definitely want to learn more about a camera. I want to know more how to like change everything. I want to know like everything down to the bare minimum of a camera. And then besides that, I do want to go into graphic design. I feel like that would be something to challenge me, since I really like photography, but I know I don't want to do that as a job because it might take out a lot of the fun and the passion I have for it. So I want to go and see what classes I can start off to get to learn just the basics of graphic design and keep building that. The teacher that has made the most memorable impact on me is my teacher, Miss Willard, who is my yearbook teacher, and that is because I have struggled a lot in her class. I barely passed her class the first year, and that only challenged me to do better. Me asking her more questions, just working with her more, going to yearbook workshops to understand more of like how people work through theme and the ladder, and just understanding like, hey, this is also part of your book, but then you can also go and be creative with certain aspects of it. And like things in the yearbook usually signify or highlight something very special about the year. I'm so grateful to have you as my teacher. You've done so much for me and have helped me grow so much as a person, and I am truly just so happy to have gotten to meet you and gotten to be with you for 3 years of my high school career.
Hello, my name is Eva Palasotti. I am a senior at Prescott High School. I am an artist. I love books. I love reading. I enjoy volunteering. For an example, I am currently volunteering at Prescott Public Library. One of the accomplishments I have been able to achieve in my high school career is getting 2 of my art pieces accepted to YC College, Yavapai College. I'm incredibly proud of myself that I was able to do this. Some of the artwork that I enjoy is painting and collaging. Another achievement that I have done in my high school career is getting accepted into NHS and being a part of it. NHS, National Honor Society, is a club for students who want to display high levels of leadership, scholarship, service, and character. We do community service for Prescott High School and Prescott in general. The teacher I have chosen who has supported me throughout my high school career is Miss Wood. Last year, after the National Honor Society elections, Miss Wood sent me a kind and encouraging email, which made me feel seen and heard. This email meant a lot to me, and I think that it just proves how supportive of a teacher she is, but also how supportive of a mentor she is. I would like to thank you for how supportive you were and allowing me to be in NHS. Having you in my life, but also NHS in my life, has been such a positive impact, which I am so grateful for. After Graduating from high school and college, my idea of what my future life would look like is being an artist, being able to work with history as a job, but also maybe being an illustrator, as I want art to be in many forms in my life. I want my family and friends and a huge community to be around me, and I want to be a good person who makes an impact. I think all of those things are things that I will strive for throughout my life.
I'm Gracie Pareda. I am a senior at PHS. I like to play softball and hang out with my friends and family. I'm a pitcher for our high school team here, and I'm trying to think of something else. I think I'm going to be going to Scottsdale Community College. My sister's currently going there right now, and she really likes it, and I'll be sharing an apartment with her down there in the valley. Oh, the mascot is the Fighting Artichokes. Yeah. So I picked Miss Tomlin as someone that has been super impactful throughout my years at PHS. I had her for 2 years in math, and she was always super kind and was always there for our students and treated us as equals and wasn't treated us less. And I always felt comfortable talking to her with anything, and I had good laughs with her, and I just love her as a person. Thank you, Miss Tomlin, for everything you've done for me over the years and being someone I can come to for anything and everything, whether it was school related or not. And I just appreciate you and everything you do.
My name is Brianna. I am in the early college program at Yavapai College. I love that PHS gives us the opportunity to do that, and it's really good for me. So I'm getting my associates before I graduate high school because the Yavapai College graduation is actually before Prescott High School's graduation. So that's pretty exciting. My biggest accomplishment is probably getting my associates while still in high school, being able to achieve that, as well as getting admitted to Embry-Riddle for cybersecurity and intelligence. So that'll be an experience. I'm very nervous about that, to see how Embry-Riddle goes. I guess I feel the expectations for Embry-Riddle are a lot higher than what I'm used to. It's a really good school, and I didn't even think I was gonna get in. But I got in for the program I wanted to, and I got a very generous scholarship from them as well. So I chose Miss Green, Miss Alvina Green, for my teacher that had the most impact on me. I honestly thought she didn't like me, which is pretty funny considering me and her are like real close now. She had called my mom for a parent-teacher conference and was just telling my mom how much she loved me and how great I am as a student. And like a couple days before that, I was telling my mom, Miss Green's always getting on me. She's always saying something. But it was just because she was pushing me to be the best that I can be. Miss Green, thank you for never giving up on me and knowing that I have potential and always showing me that even when I couldn't see it myself. Well, the one thing I've learned is that looking for the best in people is how you learn things. There's always something to learn from somebody. Somebody's been somewhere you haven't, and there's a lot of information in everywhere you go.
Hi, I am Cameron Hibbert. I am Special Olympics president at PHS. I am also a senior at PHS. I got here because my parents got a job at the VA. I also came here because it's the best school that we found for my disabilities. I am severely autistic. I have ADHD, ODD, and autism. I really wanted to come here for just the experience of having new friends and wanting to make a difference in my life, for wanting to help people like my mother, who is a social worker at the VA. She helps with veterans across the area here. I have this history of bullies who don't like me because how I'm different from everyone else. I wanted to change that by being nice to people, caring for people who got bullied in their past, and just wanted to make a huge difference and impact in everyone's life, for not just only being there for them, but also being a good friend and role model. So I became Special Olympics president to change how people see autism, social anxiety, and all that stuff. I wanted to not only change what they see about us, but also show them how we feel if you do something mean to us, do something that would later in life regret how you express your frustration and fear for change. I wanted to not only show it, but express it. Miss Williams, the person I nominated for my teacher, she not only helped me in a situation that I couldn't control, but she also showed compassion, caring, and respect. Miss Williams, I thank you for being there for the students and me. I cherish every moment as if it's the last moment of my life.